What up? It's your boy T-Bird in reaction. Today is about to do some makeups from Wrestling Wednesday. Since this last yesterday, I still did stuff for a mod of Money in the Bank as well too though. So we're gonna do 2-in-1 videos as well too, both from Pllana production though. The first one is good news for Randy Orton. It sounded like his promise is that he could possibly be recovering soon and be back in the fold in the rings very soon though. But let's hear what Pllana had to say about that, and the other one is about Money in Bank. So let's get it.
Randy Orton has been out of action since May of 2022 with a very serious back injury, and there's been a positive update today concerning that injury and his return status. According to Worked Wrestling, Randy Orton is expecting to be nearing a return, possibly even as soon as this weekend's Money in the Bank. Orton has been out of action since May of 2022 with a serious back injury. This is great news, and as we know from the past, Worked Wrestling is a very reliable source. They've been spot on with many reports. It appears that the Viper is going to be coming back soon, and I hope it does happen at Money in the Bank because I can't wait any longer. I wouldn't be surprised if this man came back and just took the Money in the Bank briefcase like Brock Lesnar did in 2019. I wouldn't like that since I think someone else deserves it more because, you know, Randy Orton has been champion many times, but with Vince McMahon getting more and more influence over the last few months, it is a real possibility.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. He's not enough. Let somebody else who's deserving to it. Don't pull no Brock. That was already BS already. There's just a lot of us say. But I will say I would like him to have a little moment part of Riddle's match against Gunther. Hopefully helping Riddle. Hopefully in a way kind of get the leverage of winning this. Instead of the possible cliche of him costing the title. Who knows? The chance for the title. Who knows? But let's keep going.
It didn't happen though, but we'll see. The people clearly want LA Knight to win, and to have Orton come back and do that would automatically make him a villain and get a lot of boos, and I don't think that's a good idea. It's not wise to bring him back as a heel since he's been.
Then that's good. Then, like I said, hopefully he helps
gone for a long time. You have the opportunity to make him a huge babyface for the company, and you.
I feel like hopefully he evens out with Imperium as he go against Gunther, and hopefully he wins.
Take that opportunity. Eventually, down the line, the WWE can turn him heel again. I could see WWE bringing him back to help Matt Riddle with Gunther for the IC Championship match. Orton could even cost Gunther the belt, and then we could see a feud between Randy and Gunther going into SummerSlam. Maybe Gunther can even retain and defend that belt against Orton at SummerSlam. That's a nice high-profile match, and I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Randy Orton become the IC champion.
That'd be awesome.
Returning to WWE
like I said,
after a serious back injury and your first opponent is Gunther. That would be rough for Randy. I'm sure he doesn't want to go through that right now, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, it does not matter what happens when he comes back at this point because I'd be happy just to see him back. We weren't sure if he would ever return to the ring, and seeing him make a comeback
right here.
That
and the KO when he showed earlier.
Behind the RKO. I know that would be devastating to see, but sometimes you gotta do what's best for your body and the future of your life. If he wants to wrestle another decade and it has to be without the RKO, I will happily accept that. Maybe the punt can make a comeback. That finisher was great as well. This man literally kicked people straight to the dome. If anything, that's more devastating than an RKO, but we all know the RKO is more iconic. Anyways, that's the update on the injury and the return. How would you like to see him come back? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
I'm trying to pause, but anyway, not let me pause. But anyway, so next one is him talking who should win the Money in the Bank. A lot of folks pretty much want LA Knight to do it. I'm kind of as well too. I say kind because right now he's a heel, but I feel like regardless if you win or lose, win it or whatever, or he gets screwed by who I think he gets screwed, he's going to eventually become a babyface because the fans is like the fans are trying to they're really cheering for him right now. It's wise. It's best to turn him in babyface and keep the same persona that the fans fell in love with, but make him babyface as well too. It's time. It's time. If it ain't time yet, it's time. Sooner or later. I mean, it's time right now. Like, stop playing around. Stop holding the rest of the fans back. Let that man be a face so he can get there full fan embracement. Real though. Now they're saying that, like we said, they're saying that Logan Paul might be that. May be that only reason I'd like to say okay with it if it means a face turn for LA Knight. But I do like to have LA Knight get the briefcase. But anyway, other than that, let's see what Pllana has to say about this.
Money in the Bank takes place in a few days. Let's talk about who should win the
Not that
briefcase.
guy.
The men's Money in the Bank ladder match is going to feature Ricochet, Logan Paul, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Damian Priest. Right off the bat, we can eliminate Ricochet, Santos Escobar, Butch, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Those guys have absolutely no chance at winning the ladder match, and they should not. The three names that seem to be thrown around the most are Damian Priest, Logan Paul, and LA Knight.
The only one the only other one I'm okay with is Damian Priest. There's talk that he might have a face turn soon as well too. But yeah,
going down to these three, Damian Priest winning has become a real possibility, with the Judgment Day becoming a hot act for WWE. The company and its officials are very high on him, and the match with Bad Bunny made the people in the back believe in him even more. He's got a lot of momentum right now, and there's strong consideration that they need
to... this is pretty much a prediction, so I'm glad I was going to wait, but I ain't going to wait too long.
Continue it by making him Mr. Money in the Bank. I wouldn't hate this pick, but I don't think it's the right choice. The other two names are better options in my opinion, and speaking of the other options, Logan Paul has a really good chance at winning because according to a new report from Worked Wrestling, while LA Knight and Damian Priest are the current favorites to win the upcoming Money in the Bank match, there have been...
That's the only thing about that. Pretty much, if they're going to do it, they're probably doing it for business. I kind of hate that excuse for business because that business reason low-key kill wrestling at times. It's like a wrestling killer at times. That's the only thing.
Colonel pitches to give the win to Logan Paul. Some feel that Paul holding the briefcase would bring publicity and put more eyes onto the company. And honestly, I can't argue with that logic.
That's
Logan Paul winning the briefcase would no doubt bring the most attention to WWE as well as the Money in the Bank and the future of the product. And I think
the only other thing about this, because possibly, XLA, him get a rematch against Seth, possibly try to cash in on him or something like that as well too. That's the only other thing though. But again, I don't want that because again, I know it's a business thing, but sometimes the business move kind of kills the wrestling for fans at times. It really does. I mean,
all agree and say that Logan Paul is definitely a future world champion. So is it a good idea? I think so. But should it happen? No. I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because I think LA Knight needs to win. You see, Logan Paul winning would be a good idea for the casuals and the new WWE fans that they can attract. But what about the current fan base? Most of the people want to see LA Knight win. We've been talking about it for months now, and you have to give the people what they want. If you don't, it will make the people mad. You don't want to piss off your fans. Logan Paul has many years left to wrestle, win the briefcase in the future, and win multiple world championships. LA Knight does not have that same time, and he's red hot right now. If he doesn't win, I think he might lose all his momentum, or the fans will just boo the rest of the show. You really don't want that happening. LA Knight needs to win. However, I wouldn't despise Logan Paul winning though. 90% of me wants LA Knight to win, and 10% of me would accept a Logan Paul victory.
All right, cool. Now this will be prediction. Oh, this is gonna be just the Money in the Bank. It's not the whole pay-per-view prediction. So I'm gonna say this. If I'm gonna say this one, I'm the only person I do want is the top one I want is EO, just because it's possible to lead to her face turn. That's the only thing. As well too, because she's on the verge of being face. The only other person I'll say is Becky Lynch, but I kind of doubt it because she touched the belt on Monday Night Raw, so she's kind of eliminating herself from the chance of getting a win. So that's that. So, but other than that, right now I would say it's EO, hopefully leading to her face turn.
As for the women, we're going to see a ladder match with Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Bayley, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. The women's ladder match features some former champions, but that's fine in my opinion. I don't expect to see any of them, referring to Becky, Bayley, or Trish, winning the briefcase anyway, so we can throw them out the window. There are 3 realistic winners in this match. It's going to be either Zelina Vega, Io Sky, or Zoe Stark. Unfortunately, I think that Io Sky has the least likely chance of winning it. I think that Bayley is going to screw her.
Oh, you know what? That is like a good little tidbit right there, that she might get screwed by Bayley. That might lead to her, it's been tense between them, so that could happen as well too. That's one thing. I would like for her to win it, but I can see why. only reason I'd like for her to win as well too, because I want her to get in the feud with Asuka in the way. But we'll see.
Pretty much expect a SummerSlam match between those people, but no contract for Io Sky. I know that's going to upset some people, but this is how I'm seeing it play out.
Well, hopefully it is.
Between Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark, I wouldn't mind seeing either woman win. Zelina Vega is very talented.
If it's not Io, I'll be all for her, especially now she's a babyface right now.
Underrated. If there's one woman who deserves it, it is her. She could become huge for this company. She can wrestle, she can cut promos, and she's got the LWO with her, with Rey Mysterio by her side. She can continue to grow as a popular superstar. Ultimately, though, I expect Zoe Stark to win. I can see Becky almost winning the match only for Trish to screw her, which will help Zoe unhook the briefcase.
I don't want
that. The WWE seems to be all in on Zoe Stark.
I feel like it's too soon for Zoe right now. I feel like it's too soon. I mean, she's a heel right now. It's not just because she's a heel, but in general, she's too soon. And the call-up was interesting as well, too. I mean, she's showing off a little bit in the call-up, but I feel like it's still too soon for her. So it's definitely too soon to win the belt, the briefcase. But who am I to tell?
And I think that's a fine choice, and it can help solidify her as a new star. So if it's not her, though, it's got to be Io Sky or Zelina Vega. But anyways, that is who I think should and will most likely win. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know in the comments below.
All right, cool. So, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, push LA Knight. It sounds a good idea. But like I said, I'm definitely. These guys are heel, but the fact that their win could lead to a bayface turn, I'm okay for either LA Knight or Damian Priest to win it. As far as the women's, I would like for Io, but I understand that he said that Bayley Keep Costa was interesting. But if not, definitely Selena. I don't want Zoe Stark, it's too soon for her, but I kind of understand they go for it just to give her a extra push as well too. Just I feel like she's just a little too soon for her, but who knows? A lot of people got the early push as well too, and as well. So who knows? But as far as the rest of the card though, I gotta bring up Money in the Bank for the rest of the card now as well too. Since just in case he doesn't do a prediction one, but he does, I'm gonna reiterate my picks as well too. You know the way I do my picks is I'm biased to the babyface. It's a hope for the babyface win, but unfortunately it may not. But Cody and Dominic, I'm seriously think Cody should win as well too. Do not let him get. I understand Cody had adversity, but not against Dom, man. Out of all people, not him. Seth freaking Rollins is going to retain the title, and that's a definite right there. Unfortunately, might let Ronda. They may let Ronda and Shayna there, but I'm really hoping they let Liv and Raquel win it as well too. Gunther and Matt Riddle, I'm really hoping Matt Riddle gets it, and hopefully even Randy Orton's return could help it as well too. If not, I understand they're gonna let Gunther get it. Now for the Bloodline story, that could be up in the air. I want the Usos to get the win, but they don't want Roman getting back-to-back loss in the pay-per-view, so they might let the Tribal Chief get the win. Who knows? I don't want it, but but you can't tell WWE what to do. They'll do what the fuck they want to do. But anyway, other than that, I'm ready for Money in the Bank as well too. The cards look pretty good. The petition for the Larry message look pretty good. I'm all set. If there is a prediction video from Pllana, I'm gonna check it out. But anyway, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.